Hey, what's up, y'all? Recently I did a little cover of Run to the Father by Cody Carnes. Because I wanted to try out a new plugin from Neural DSP called Mantra. This plugin came out saying it's your one-stop shop for vocals, kind of a do-it-all plugin. As someone with a pretty complex vocal chain, I'm super interested in trying to consolidate that all down into one plugin. So I decided to download it and give it a shot. Let's go ahead and jump in here and we can listen to the way the raw vocal sounds. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend. So I'll run to the Father again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again. So you can hear it's a radical transformation from right off the mic to fully mixed vocal. So let's open up Mantra right here. So the way this plugin works is kind of a left to right. You got tuner, which I run to the Father, I fall into grace. So I just have it not tuning right now. The gate, because I tracked this in the studio, it's not really in need of a gate. It's on, it's not really doing anything. Then SCULPT, we can go and reset this. And it'll listen to your vocal and kind of give you a preset curve, an EQ that it thinks your signal could use. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. So then it gives you a bunch of target curve options that you can flip through. Let's listen and I'll kind of flip through them. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend. So I'll run to the Father again and again. So really, rock and pop were the ones that felt just the absolute best to me. So I went with rock for this, and then it'll let you dial the amount of that EQ you want in, and I went the difference between 86 and not, it's almost nothing. And then dynamic will dynamically change this EQ as it's playing. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. So it's kind of doing a Gullfoss type thing. I just did a little bit. DE-ESSER. Get rid of those poppy S sounds, whatever you need. I believe this is exactly how it comes when you open the plugin, and then I just dialed it back to 82%. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon. So just getting rid of some of that S stuff that will come back to haunt you later after compression and saturation. EQ, now this is your own EQ curve. I thought it did a pretty good job, and I probably sat in here and tweaked this for a long time and ended up not doing too much in general. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding. So, obviously 861 taken away a little bit. I'm personally so comfortable with FabFilter EQs that messing with this, not being used to it, I found myself not wanting to do too much. So I didn't. And I think it sounds great. The SCULPT EQ is doing a lot, so we're not EQ'd here. Compressor. I am a multi-compressor type person. I typically will track with my distressor hardware on the way in. Now, I didn't do that with this only because I knew I was making this video. Only because I wanted to try this from nothing. The use case for this is like stuff that I'm mixing. I don't get distressored on the way in. This would be like a one-stop shop for me to mix vocals. The thing is, I can't use two compressors on here unless I'm a fool and I just don't know how. And the distressor is not necessarily the compressor I want to dig all of my compression with. So I am more of like a tube type compressor, LA2A. And this is the other thing. I don't know what gain is. Oh, look, here it says. Sets the amount of distortion applied to the signal. This is what I assumed it was, which is cool. At one point, I had gain to 100 because I thought it was the volume. Then I opened, like if you don't look right here, well, at one point, I thought this was giving me gain. Maybe I'm wrong. I just cranked it like, oh, that'll be my makeup gain. It's not. It's like saturation, which is awesome. I love that. Compression is dialing in how much compression it's doing, so we'll see. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. So, more is more. So, I didn't want to overdo it. I did limit. I tried them both, and I just limit sounded cooler, so I went with it. I do that on the real LA2A sometimes, and by real I mean the plugin. And limit sometimes sounds cooler, so I don't think about it too much. I want the vocal to pop, I want it to sound cool, I want it to sound compressed, and that did it for me. Stress, distressor obviously will give you that sound. I'm a 4-to-1 guy. Scales the duration of the attack for faster or slower response. You just get two options. I didn't really think either of them necessarily represented what I want from a distressor, but it doesn't sound bad. It sounds good. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with I mean, you're getting compression out of it. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend, so I'll run to the... I wouldn't be mad about that. That gave me just something I liked better. And then multi, I love OTT as a plugin. I don't necessarily know what these are. That's not what I think of for vocal compression personally, so I didn't dig into that. Saturation, I love saturation on vocals. Now, I sat here for ever dialing in saturation. I still don't know exactly where I liked it the best, but this is where I ended up. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding. To me, that didn't even sound like saturation as much as it did like more compression, which, you know, sounds good, so that's fine. I didn't do any of the harmony stuff. I did mess with it, so I'll turn it on. This is where I left it. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend, so I'll run to the Father again and again and again. And you'll see I had automation on there. It never got to somewhere that I loved it. I'm a vocalist though, and I'm just such a stickler for harmonies and the way things are, so I'm completely fine with saying I'm the problem here. And then let's get into wet effects, especially with these worship type vocals. I personally don't think one delay, one reverb is enough, but that's what we have. So that's what we used. I made it pretty wet, I think. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend, so... You do get a couple different types of delay to work with, and I think they all sound great. Analog's what I started on, and I think I just got used to it, so that's what I did. Duck, what just a great feature. I use the Duck in Valhalla's delay as well, and it eliminates another plugin that I would usually use to duck out reverb and delay, so this is nice. And then reverb, I really had a hard time choosing between the hall and the plate, so we'll listen to both. I ended up on plate. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. That sounds really good to me. Here's the hall. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend. I mean, they both sound so good. You heard the hall can get massive. I liked the plate though, it just sounded really good to me. Delay and reverb. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend, so That sounds really good. The last thing I didn't really talk about is the limiter. I tried it on, I tried it off. I don't know what style limiting is doing. If it's, you know, I don't know exactly what it's doing, and sometimes I prefer that. Too much was squishing the heck out of it. Not having it wasn't enough. To me, it's like another stage of compression because, again, I'm a dual compression guy. Nothing else really sounds right to me besides that, so I leaned on the limiter for sure as some sort of gain reduction for me. So yeah, that's Neural DSP Mantra in a worship type setting, in a single vocal where you're wanting to get a lot out of that single vocal. The harmony engine and stuff, it sounded pretty good. I would want to track those harmonies. I don't think just a third was like the correct sound. But yeah, it sounded super great, and I'd highly recommend trying it out yourself. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.